We see the next video. What we'll try to do is look at how to animate this in a different way. So the first thing we've done is has all been like cycle animations, and obviously if we do cycle animations, if we want it to go somewhere, we need to move this around. Cycles can be good for some things. Also, if you wanted him to walk around like this, you could put him on a path and make him move while his feet were moving. The problem is that you will get sliding. It's really difficult to counter move this to fit the feet moving. It takes a lot of work. So the other option is to actually animate the character itself moving forward. So for that we need to move these elements here. This will move the character. If we have IK control on the hands, then we need to to move that as well. Otherwise, we will get this sort of thing, right? So that's what we have to take into account. The thing here is that we need to move the feet and the pelvis most of the time. Just need to set IK back to 0. There we go. And the way we can do this is by starting out, for instance, like so. And let's just make an animation here. So just put a key on this, and a key on this, and a key on this. So now we have a key on those 3 elements that are important. And he will walk on 12s, so I will make the first step. It should probably be slightly shorter, but I'll make it anyway. So it's 12 frames ahead, so it's on 13. So the next contact will be over here somewhere. I need to move this in between. So something like this. There we go. Key, key, and key. So this is the first thing we're going to. And then of course in the middle we need the passing position, so this should be up and this should be rotated. Maybe this should lag a little bit behind. So put that key here. It stretches maybe slightly too much, but never mind. And then in the middle here he should go slightly up. There we go. So that is the first step. And then of course I just need to make this longer. The next one will be on 25. Okay. So here we need to make this flat again. There we go. Put a key in that. And we need to move this forward. And then we need to move this forward and rotate it up so that we get a contact. So maybe that should be like there. Key, key, and key. And then in between here, which would be 19, it's this thing there. And this thing here needs to come up and be rotated so that it lags a little bit. Maybe move it back a little bit. Key that, and of course his foot here should be down. But we will fix that in a second somewhere else. So this thing here should be a little bit up. Okay. And then of course the feet here, when this is moving, this goes to there. Then this should actually come down like so. Put a key in that there. and then the same thing here. Maybe 1, maybe 2 frames. That's up to you. Just try and do that. Key on that. So you can see this way I'm starting to move him forward. So it's more or less the same thing, but what I'm doing is I'm actually moving his pelvis and his feet forward. And then the next thing would be 25 plus 12, so that's 37. And then of course I need a key on this. I just need to check this thing here. Yeah, good. There. And then I need to move this forward to there. And then, oops, this forward as well. And then rotate it up. Maybe back a little bit, like so. Key. And we need a key there. And then in the middle here, that would be, let's see, 6, that would be 31. And this thing here should be up, and it should be rotated there, and this thing should be slightly up, like so. And of course what we need to do here is when he does this thing here, then we need to have him down, so we feel the weight. And then again here, down. So this is just, let's set this to 37. So these are 3 steps. He's walking very like bam, bam, bam. But you see the idea of how to make him move forward, and this way we get away with a lot of the issues with sliding. There might be a little bit on the rear leg if we look at it. So you can see there's a bit of sliding there, but we can probably handle that with animating a heel peel on this thing. So if we do this, we can put this into position, right? So we just put that there, and then just key this one. Then you can see he doesn't slide anymore because he has enough space to make the contact. And then the same thing on this thing here. We need to peel that one. There you go. So there. Just press S to update all of it. And then the same thing for this thing here. Heel peel. And you can feel that it comes down and sticks to the ground, like so. So. So that is essentially the way. The arms works exactly the same because they are not affected by us moving it. But that is the way we move it along. And if he has to go in a corner, well, we just, around a corner, we just start rotating these things and then rotate this as well. And then we can make him go around a corner. We probably want to just tilt him a little bit so that he leans into the walk. It's a little more work than doing the cycle because we need to keep track of where the feet are and how far apart we can put them. But a trick is to sort of, maybe you could create a placeholder. So for instance, you would create a cube, and then you knew that this cube would have the size of a stride length. So you know that that is the distance you should have between the feet. So you can see here, you know exactly that, actually it would be here. And you know exactly that this is the distance you want between the feet once you worked it out, that is how far apart they should be. So you can just move that along and say, okay, and once you animated a few steps with it, you will instinctively know how far to move it each time. So I handed out this thing, so I thought you should try and do an attempt at the walk and pick up chalk and write on the whiteboard. And for the whiteboard, just create a cube. or just don't create anything. It doesn't matter. The important thing is the animation. And start out with the main keys, the 3 main points, and then go to the extremes, try to iron those out, figure out how far you need apart for each, and then you can still move your keys once you've figured out how far they are moving. So go ahead and do that.